Hey everyone, Sean here with Fotodiox.com, and I'm here with our new Canon EF to Fuji X-mount Fusion ND throttle adapter. This is a lens adapter that gives you full electronic control of adapted Canon EF and EFS lenses on your Fuji X-mount camera. So it gives you electronic control of aperture, autofocus, and it also powers image stabilization if your Canon lens has it. But the other great thing this lens adapter does is it has a built-in variable ND filter that goes from 2 to 8 stops of variable neutral density. And this is great if you want to shoot shallow depth of field video with your Fuji X-mount camera. You know, set your shutter speed to a 50th of a second to match with 24 frames per second video. Set your aperture to like f2.8, then of course your footage is going to be way blown out, but then you just crank in the variable neutral density to cut the light coming through the lens, and suddenly you have a perfect exposure. So great tool for shooting shallow depth of field video, but it's also a great tool for shooting long exposure photography. We're here at this beautiful creek, we've got this nice flowing water, and if I want to slow down the shutter speed to add beautiful long exposure silk, you know, kind of blend all the water together, even if I set my ISO at 100, it's just too bright out here right now to get a usable exposure. But with the ND throttle, all I have to do is crank in the variable neutral density. That cuts the light coming through the lens. Suddenly I'm able to get a correct exposure in bright sunlight with a really long shutter speed. Now you might ask, can I just use ND filters or variable ND filters that screw on the front of the lens? And the answer is yes, you can, but the usefulness of this adapter is it's kind of all built into one. If you're adapting a Canon lens to a Fuji camera and you need that variable ND control, it's right there. You don't have to spring for different sized ND filters for different lenses, or get one really big, you know, ND filter for your biggest lens and then use step down rings to put it on your smallest lens. You don't have to worry about any of that because the variable neutral density is built right behind the lens, so any Canon lens you adapt to this adapter will work. And by putting the variable ND filter behind the lens, you get rid of that weird X effect you would get if you were putting a variable ND on the front of a super wide angle lens. That's completely gone with this adapter. Okay, that was a quick look at shooting with our new Canon EF to Fuji X-mount ND throttle fusion adapter. Click the link in the description below to learn more about this adapter, and click right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos just like this one. I'm Sean with Fotodiox.com, and thanks for watching.